What a glorious day, everybody. I have been waiting 3+ years to get justice in this situation, and it's finally happened. We're going to go over it a little bit, and we're going to have a live stream tomorrow, which is Monday, June 7th at 12:15 Pacific time with my attorney. We're going to have a wonderful time. He's going to really dissect this. If you want the deep, nitty-gritty details of all this, you're going to have an awesome show. So make sure to show up tomorrow for that. Hit the like and subscribe button and all that. Also, I want to thank everybody. We have Clockwork Dancer number 2 out this week. We are a number 1 new release in steampunk graphic novels. I'm the king of steampunk, if you guys didn't know that already. If you're new here, I write steampunk comics, books. I've got sci-fi books, comics, all the fun things. Go check them out. People want to support the channel, want to support the cause in our culture. This is the best way to do so. I'll leave the link for Clockwork Dancer number 2 down below. Very excited. Read the book today. All right, here's the real deal. Worldcon apologizes to me. This has been a long time coming. If you guys aren't aware of this situation, I've been targeted and harassed by SJWs in science fiction since I came on the scene in 2016. They found out who I voted for on my Facebook wall, and I just started getting threats ever since that point. It was really ugly. It started picking up in 2017 when I started noticing what was going on in the comic book world also, and Bleeding Cool picked up my blog and started just saying awful things about me. And from that point, I just got constant death threats, constant harassment. I couldn't just be left alone to make my work. And this translated over to people I never would have thought doing this. I mean, big names like John Scalzi, the head of SIFWA at the time, Cat Rambo. They were all on this hate blog called File 770, just attacking me over and over and over again. And I'd email them, and I'm like, I don't know you people. Like, why would you do this? Let's talk like normal people. But they can't, because SJWs are not normal people. They are such hateful, evil individuals. They just want to make everybody miserable along with them because they are absolutely miserable. And the reason it is on a Sunday, I'll preach a little. The reason they're miserable is because they have a complete absence of God in their lives. God is that honest goodness and joy that fills all of us, that gives us the sense of purpose, that gives us the sense of love, that gives us the sense of joy. And when you take that out of your life and you become one of these SJWs, you have a major problem, and you're trying to fill the hole with hate and anger, and trying to ostracize people to make yourself feel better about yourself. And it's a bummer. And I really hope that honestly, I don't hate anybody. I want everybody to come to the glory of Jesus Christ along with me and share in this joy. And I'm always happy to talk about that with anybody. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. Rant over for now. But this is it. I ended up, what happened was conventions started targeting me once these people started getting nasty with me. And it started with a local one called Baycon. They removed me from their speaking programming, even though I was getting pretty big at the time. And then Worldcon, I announced I was going to there. And I sent them an email saying, hey, I've gotten a lot of harassment from people, and I've got death threats and things like that. Do you have additional security measures and things like that? And they never responded to me. So I was really scared. So I was sitting here. I had months debating, do I actually go to this or not? Because, I've got little children. So I'm like, I can't risk going to something like this and having somebody just try to stab me or something in this without some additional help or something. So I posted a blog saying, hey, I'm going to be wearing a body cam in case somebody comes up to me and starts to harass me. And Worldcon banned me for it. They claimed I was intending on going and following people around with a camera or something. Nonsense. There are detailed records again of my fear of what was going to happen there, and for good reason. These people have said nasty, nasty things to me. But they went a step further. When they went on their website, they said that removing me they didn't specify the reason why. They said it was going to remove, quote, racist bullying elements from our con. And so they called me a racist on their website. And if you guys know, I'm a very proud Hispanic man. That's very offensive, especially when a bunch of white people are calling me this. It's really a terrible thing. And so that really damaged my reputation in the industry. It damaged my ability to ever maybe get published again in mainstream publishing, which I have been. And it's a real tragedy. So I was contacted by a wonderful attorney, Peter Bradley, who mentioned that this is defamation in the very literal sense of the word, and we brought it to court. Now, all I wanted all along was an apology. I want people to treat me like a human being. Kevin Roche from Worldcon is a guy, like, I've seen him before. I've actually interacted with him positively before this. But once he found out how I voted, it just shifted in his head. And then this sort of behavior came out. It's really sad. But all I wanted is to, just be friendly, to talk about science fiction books, to talk about the industry, to give my wisdom of the industry and impart it upon newer authors. And to have a good time enjoying the things we love, because that is what life's all about at the end of the day. But they can't allow you to do that. They really cannot even handle being in a room with you. And so that's what happened. So I asked for the apology. They fought it for 3 years. I tried everything. I emailed Kevin directly. I said, look, just call me. Let me go to the convention. Let's just blow this over. This doesn't have to be a big deal. I would love to work this out. Nothing. I was referred back. You should talk to my attorney. So they acted really brazen about it for years. And if you go on File 770 and look at the trail of different articles they wrote about it, not Worldcon, but people who are associated with them, they acted like I was crazy, like I was going to lose this battle the entire time. And we knew better, because this is, again, defamation under the literal sense of the word. I'm not a racist. It's very obvious if you've ever met me. And so this is such vindication. It's been a long time coming, and we got the settlement. We got the apology. And I want to thank PJ Media for covering this. Megan Fox is a wonderful journalist, and we'll be going over this, like I said, again, in a greater detail in a live stream. But it's wonderful. The Snowflakes at Worldcon are having a bad weekend. Yep. On Friday, the San Francisco chapter of Worldcon settled a lawsuit and agreed to pay restitution and issue a public apology for banning conservative author John Delarose from their convention in 2018 and for besmirching him as a racist. There we are. And it keeps going. She writes a wonderful article about me, which I really appreciate, of course. Here's the apology, though.
SFSC acknowledges the importance of reputation, especially for a relatively new author, and regrets its public statement about barring his attendance that might have led people unfamiliar with Mr. Delarose and his work to infer that he is a racist or was a racist. For that, SFFC apologizes.
They go off on other stuff, and they actually say I'm not banned from current Worldcons, which I'm going to find out shortly. I think I'm going to use the settlement money to go to the Washington, D.C. Worldcon later this year, because why not? And so that's it. And so we get a beautiful, beautiful bunch of angry comments from SJWs in the industry who just go ballistic. Again, these people are so hateful and so crazy, they can't even sit in a room with me because they just are absolutely besides themselves. It's really sad because, again, I just can't imagine thinking that about another person. But this is how they act. So there's a lot of good stuff in this article. I'll leave this down below also, and we'll be going over it in full and the lawsuit in full on my live stream tomorrow. Make sure to be there. I guess I'll leave that link also. We're going to have a lot of links today, guys. We're having so much winning. I just can't help it, right? Woo! All right. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. Thank you all for standing by me in this fight. Thank you all for watching. Thank you especially the people who read the books. You guys are what I'm here for, and it's got me energized. We are going to crush it even more this year. I love you all. See you later.